that I'm a young black man, and besides the fact that I am a poet, I come to you as someone who's hurt. Someone who sat down last night and cried.
That's right.
That's not a lie. I called my uncle about 2 days ago and I said, Brother Asid, I need to talk to you. And although he didn't get back to me, it took that to break down and say that I need something higher. Because see, our politicians aren't going to be able to save our children.
That's right. That's right.
We got to save our children.
That's right.
Although they tell us that we need to start younger, in all actuality, we need to start with the kids who are causing the trouble. We can't say, let's give up on them and let's only work on young children and say, we were talking about programs, and some of the programs that I've seen going around in the community, I see that they're not effective. One guy did say right, he said they're becoming guinea pigs for these programs. When the program leaders are swindling the money and sending their kids off to school. My mother used to tell me how when she did something wrong in school, she would get beat by the teacher, come home and get beat by her mother. If your child does something wrong in school, will you let the teacher beat them? No, you're going to start World War II. That's where we go wrong. Instead, you turn off your lights and you close your door and you said, I don't want them hood rats around my porch. When you should be saying, come on, children, come in. Get out the street. Everyone questions my authority and just how much power I really possess, thinking that just because I don't have a Harvard degree or others a bullet through my chest that I might not have something of substance to talk about. However, contrary to the belief, I can talk with such magnitude that Dr. Martin Luther King would stop having dreams and listen to me for a change. I want to speak up, I want to speak out, I want to speak loud. I want to speak up and out loud. I want to speak to you and you two young men. I want you to hear me and what I've got to say. This isn't about candy shops and lollipops. This is about our world here today. It's about our girls and boys, our women and men, our mothers and fathers, and where they've been. The things they've been through, what they've seen, and everything else out in between. This is about our war over in Iraq and how we're worried about when our soldiers will come back. Wow. All we can do is watch them on TV while they're thinking they're fighting for our American dream. Don't forget about the people back here at home. We also have problems going on, whether it's kids are dying of hunger, laying in the streets, or crying for safety while others get beat. This is the life that America leads. Listen to the voices while they can still speak. From ABCs to 1, 2, 3s, we're affected and brought together by things like these. From growing up each day, we experience new things from SATs to HIVs. Going to school to get your VOEs, which is validation of education. Or getting pulled over for some of y'all's VOT. IMAGINE. Imagine just how life could be without all this drama here presently. There's no running from what trouble they might bring. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Stand tall America, it'll pass like a breeze. Now I'm asking you, will you fall to your knees? Please. Money bring the honeys and the honeys please me. That's the kind of person y'all want me to be. Well, I'll pass on that. Right. I got better things to do with my life than sitting on that. But as I believe when it rains, it doesn't get any more worse. It doesn't get worse anymore. But what about the people who believe that when it rains, it pours? In their future, are there still opportunity-filled doors? Well, they too need a voice. I'm handing them the mic. Everybody needs a chance at life. So now you have your moment to speak some words and join the movement and support the freaking unheard. We are the youth, and we're the unheard. See, the older generation, the kids are an open book. When they're born, they don't know anything. Everything that they do from the time that they're a day old to the time that they're 50 years old has been taught and programmed into them. I hate when I go out to the streets and I hear these elders, and I say elders, and I'm pointing the finger at all y'all in here, who say how horrible my generation is. But guess what? The fruit don't fall too far from the tree. And y'all either stop raising us or y'all let the communities or the streets and the societies run our lives. Now this is one more thing I'm gonna do, and I can't sing, but I'm gonna get this out before I go, and I'm gonna say one more thing. Mother, mother,
Yes, come on.
far too many of you crying to the streets, begging for the release of your seeds, pleading for freedom from this enticing grip on reality. Fallacy sold like pipe dreams, turning our future into pipe fiends, wiping these streets with our blood, literally. Hyping these streets with words and mixing intoxicating beats and calling it glorified deceit music. I call it abuse. Misuse of information, trying to confuse the experience with the advertisers trying to blame the music for the violence, but eyewitnessing gets more recruits. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying to the streets, fighting to see 18, fighting to live past 18. But this game somehow makes you a man funny, you intelligent dummies, making the money and chasing the hustle. You know we got to find a way to stop the cycle from going around, to stop putting our future on the ground by the hundreds. We need to stop letting those statistics that he were talking about lower our standards. Because see, those casualties were future doctors, future lawyers, future successors of tomorrow. They're giving you a chance to breathe. They're giving you a chance to realize anything. So tell me, what's going on when the streets are the only option? What's going on when you're reduced to slinging and pill popping? What's going on when dreams are your wishful thinking? When despair is your best friend, when hope isn't even available, even if you're ready and able to seek more. I want to say something to Ed Marsco. You're out here and you want to lock up my brothers for shooting people? Give them an avenue to get out so they don't have to shoot people. You want to lock them up, you're going to lock me up too. This is my generation. I am my brother's keeper. Put them in jail for years, you will put me in jail for years. Give them an avenue. Give them a reason not to go against each other. Give them an opportunity. You have money, don't lie. Man, please don't tell me that you don't have the money because I know you do. Stop making this half-ass building and doing something you can invest them into us. Stop putting money into the cops when you can invest it into 6 or 7 older gentlemen that I know in here, that those 7 young men in here can make a difference to change this community more than you and your 100 million police officers can do.
That's right.
There's nothing that Mr. Officer back there with the gun can tell me that's going to keep these kids out here from doing what they're going to do. Because if they don't have the avenues to do other things, and if the education that they get is crap because the teachers in the school system don't care, if the education is crap because the parents don't realize that the teachers in the education system don't care, they're going to turn to the streets and they're going to sling, they're going to shoot, they're going to do whatever. It's taught. I am a brother's keeper.